It's time for another carrier product update. Tune in as we talk directly to the carriers about their new plans, any new network options they have, or which plan designs offer the most savings, and learn about the tools and resources they offer to help you generate more business. Visit our website to learn about all of the carriers we quote in our Carrier Product Update series.
Hi, welcome back to our Carrier Product Update series. I've got a very special announcement here for this Carrier Product Update with Humana Insurance Company. I've got David Brown with me, good friend of mine. We're going to just talk to you about the Humana transition, the recent announcement about Humana exiting the commercial group medical market, but staying in the ancillary markets and what that means for your clients. David, welcome back.
Thanks, Jason, and happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day, it is. Yes.
Where's your green?
Green's in my pocket.
That's
Green's
right.
in my pocket. I didn't get the fancy shirt. I don't have the green Humana logo. So, well, David, I know the announcement that came out a couple of weeks ago here, had a lot of us, I think, reminiscing a little bit. For me, it was a tough email to read, knowing that I immediately thought back to broker experiences in Green Bay, the field underwriting days, and the amazing times that we've all had with our friends at Humana. So, but this isn't goodbye to Humana in its entirety as a company. Humana is staying in the ancillary market, right?
Correct.
But this is more about what's going on in the group medical side, what kind of timelines there are, and what options groups have as they approach their anniversary date. So what does that look like? We have agents all across the country, and I know your specific territory is Kansas and Missouri, but what does it look like from a company-wide perspective? How is Humana handling that transition?
Sure. So for those that don't know, Humana did announce 2 weeks ago that we are exiting the commercial medical market in all of our markets. That means that Humana is still going to be on the ancillary or specialty side selling business, so we're not going away. We also have the verticals in our commercial Medicare markets and Medicare Advantage, Medicaid, as well as military. So we have all the verticals there. We're just getting out of the commercial medical market. What does that look like? So effective 4/1, on the small business side, Humana will no longer sell level funded premium products.
Okay.
The exiting of the marketplace will differ based on the state that Humana has clustered into different categories. So the exiting strategy will be starting November 1st of this year, and then go November, December, and January, where we will stop selling medical business in certain markets. Until then, it's business as usual. So if you have a current Humana client, they can renew as is. For Kansas and Missouri specifically, our cluster end date is November 1st of 2023. So we will offer renewals up until 10/1/2023, business as usual. Then the following year, they will not be offered a renewal, and we will be completely out of the business in Kansas and Missouri on 11/1/2024.
Got it. So we're still able to sell ancillary Humana on all of those segments regardless of effective date.
Correct.
So if you've got a case that has medical, dental, vision, the medical will have an end date, but the dental and vision and potentially other ancillary products will still stay intact.
Yes, we're hopeful that you will maintain and keep that block of business with Humana, and then grow that specialty business as well. A couple new things on the specialty side is that we are going to start offering disability. I believe that start date's around quote date for a 7/1 effective date for a 9/1 actual effective date. And we're also looking into enhancing that product portfolio on the worksite products as well. So we will be a full specialty carrier at that time, offering all lines of business, one billing statement for all those lines, those types of things.
Got it. So then back to the group medical side, especially on the level funded premium plans, those tend to have an opportunity for surplus, and Humana generally returns, I think it's 100% of the surplus minus a terminal reserve fee of 6%. So
Correct.
I always tell people it's really 94%.
94%.
94%. But I say it your way, the 100% minus the terminal reserve. So cases that are up for renewal, we're in March, so looking at April, May, June, July, August, September, and then October effective dates. Those will still be offered renewals. And then what happens? Those cases, if I'm correct, if they move at anniversary to another carrier and they have a surplus, they forfeit that surplus.
Correct. So really what we're saying here is from the renewal dates from now until 10/1, effective date of this year, if you leave Humana to move to another carrier, you will not get the surplus. Now, if the group renews on 10/1 of this year and then they go through the whole cycle, 12-month cycle till next year, and they're not offered a renewal and there's surplus, at that point they will get a surplus. So really after 11/1 groups, 11/1 effective dates, if the group cannot renew and there's a surplus, Humana will give that group a surplus. It'll be in the form of a check 90 days post termination.
Makes sense. So then we're talking, this is 2023, so we're talking November 1, December 1, those January 1 cases, or if we just had cases that signed up February or March, when those come around, they won't be offered
Correct.
renewals. If there is a surplus, Humana will
Yep.
return that surplus 90 days. That's the reconciliation is 90 days after the end of the contract. So,
Correct.
so good news for those cases, and I think that helps really, in that transition of cases from now until October. I think it helps a little bit of breathing room for those
Business
cases.
as usual.
Business as usual.
Business as usual. As mentioned before, we're still in the business with specialty and all the other lines of business. So we will have a customer service team there. That's not going away. It's not like we're shutting all the doors at Humana. It's just that vertical, the commercial medical segment.
Yeah, because Humana does much more than just commercial group. So if you've got Medicare business, the ancillary side, the Medicaid side, all those other lines are staying intact. It's just the commercial group medical side.
Correct.
And as it pertains to, so that we talked about level funded, but on the fully insured ACA plans, is it the same? It's the same timeline.
Yeah, so we're shutting down selling level funded premium with a 4/1 effective date across the board. So after 4/1, no more level funded premium. However, we will still offer 51 plus fully insured, so even 100 plus or 150 person group, we would still write new business up until that term date, which again for Kansas, Missouri is they could write up new business until 10/1/23 this year.
Got it.
Again, business as usual from that standpoint. I did want to note here in Missouri that community rated has been turned off for a 4/1 effective date as well, but community rated is still open in other markets until that term date, whenever that is determined up for that state. So in Kansas, we can write community rated up until 10/1 of this year.
Got it. All right. And so we'll have some clarity on the clusters of what that transition looks like because we do have agents across the country. I think our primary cluster, if you will, of brokers that sell Humana are in the Kansas and Missouri markets. So this is timely information for them. But others, other areas of the country, Humana's phasing out the group medical, maybe 11/1, 12/1, and 1/1.
Yeah, there's just three clusters on a monthly basis. So 11/1, 12/1, and 1/1, and depending on what state you fall into, is when that end date will happen.
Okay, and we'll have that information posted underneath this video here on our website in the Humana product page. So if that applies to you, if you're not in the Kansas or Missouri market, you've got specific questions about which cluster your groups fall into, just reach out. We'll be happy to help you with that transition. David, anything else that agents need to know as they work on this transition over the course of the next year?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, Jason, is to don't panic. Again, it's business as usual. If you have a Humana client that's coming up for renewal, look at that renewal and so forth. You will get the best customer service possible. Again, you need to start looking at Humana as a specialty carrier on the group side of things, the same exceptional service that we've offered in the past, the same hand holding and things like that. The culture that we provide that you've experienced over a long time will still be there, just be on the specialty side or ancillary side. We're looking forward to a new chapter and the evolution of Humana, really.
Yeah, we are too. We appreciate you coming in and talking to our agents today. If you have questions about groups that you have with Humana, or questions just in general about the transition, feel free to reach out to our office, and our staff is ready to answer those questions and help you out. Until next time, David, thanks so much. This is not goodbye. I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you quite a bit.
Around.
Yeah. So,
I'll be around.
But I do appreciate you taking the time here in the early morning here.
All right, thanks, Jason.
St. Patrick's Day. So we'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching this edition of our Carrier Product Update series. Visit our website to watch other episodes.